and unable to attend. Other than that, all members of the board are here and accounted for. With that, I just have one piece of correspondence, that is next year's schedule. The board adopted it last meeting, and did I give you a copy of it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's covered, pretty good. Under discussion, for the record, everyone is well aware of the public hearing coming up on January 17th regarding treetops. The public hearing is just that. The purpose of the public hearing for treetops is for us as a board to gain input from the public and not to interact with the public with questions. So if there are any questions related to treetops, those questions will be directed to treetops through the planning board, and we will seek to have those questions resolved over a period of time. And I'm going to ask Dominic, if you could just go over the rough time frame of that for the record?
Sure. So the documents for Treetop for Cornwall Logistics were received by the town on December 1st. They're now available on both the town's website as well as the project's website. That are available on the town board's website. It's under the planning board page. And the public hearing has been confirmed for January 17th. It will be at the high school. It will be at 7 o'clock. It will be the only item that's on the board's business that night. And there will be a sign-in sheet at that time for people to speak. They will be allowed to obviously comment on the DEIS, and any comments that they make will be responded to in writing at a later date by the planning board. And there will also be a written comment period. Right now, the notice says that it's 10 days, but then depending on how the hearing goes and what the request may be, the board is always has the flexibility to provide longer written public comment periods if it so chooses.
Okay, with that, and I was remiss in not thanking the building department itself as a group for the extraordinary work they've done related specifically to the treetops thing. It's been a crazy, very, very, very voluminous distribution of paperwork and a lot of other things. So please extend the gratitude of the planning board to the entire department, John, if you would. And also to John Hines over here, one of our own very board members who should be acknowledged for. Thank you, John, for your role in making sure that the public hearing is held at the high school, which is probably the only building in the area that could probably accommodate the anticipated crowd. So thank you for that. Again, and I reiterate for the record that the planning board is holding this hearing in order to gain input from the public on the Treetops project, and that planning board will not at that time be responding to any questions or issues related to the project at the hearing. We will do it over the extended time frame that Dominic has put on the record. Are there any comments from the planning board on that?
Only that we'll have a regular meeting at the beginning of January that's not related to the Treetops warehouse project, and the 17th meeting will be solely devoted to that.
Thank you, Ed.
One other question.
Sure.
Will there be hard copies available for the public?
Hard copies
of the treetop?
Yes, hard copies are available.
They're also available.
Yes.
There's 2 copies that are here on file at Town Hall.
With the town.
There's one in the
If
building
the public
inspector's
would like to
department.
see.
And thank you. And the public can view the maps that
Right.
roughly the size of the Library of Congress that they can look at and review if they so care.
If they'd like to.
Yes.
And where are they again, Dom? You said?
There's one in the town clerk's office and one in the building department. And of course, they're also available online.
Online, yes.
And the website's cornwalllogistics.com. It's pretty simple, it takes you right to the project documents.
Thank you, Dominic, and thank you for your clarification of the planning board's role on this sort of thing. Everybody received a copy of the November 6th minutes. Anyone have any issues?
Move we adopt the minutes?
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. We do have a couple of resolutions on the agenda tonight, but first we will discuss the projects, and thank you, Dominic, for having prepared in anticipation of the planning board's consideration of them. So with that, we have the Plotkin subdivision. Are you here? Yes.
Good evening, I'm Vince Peterzak, here for the Plotkin subdivision. I received Sean's comments. Nothing, all seem to be relatively minor.
Okay, I guess that is what I call a succinct presentation. Thank you. Kristen?
Yes, we reviewed the revised plans. So I won't go through the history of this project anymore unless anyone has any questions. But we went through the revised plans, the applicant responded to all of our previous comments and has further coordinated with Orange County on this. We prepared at your request a draft negative declaration for your review tonight.
Thank you, Kristen. Okay, with that, Sean?
Yes, and my comment memo for this month, essentially there was just outside agency approvals that are left. That should be conditions of approval if the board decides to grant that this evening. One minor comment that the applicant should address, but other than that, that can be included as a condition.
And in anticipation of that, was that included as a condition of the resolution? Dominic?
Yes, I did prepare a resolution for your consideration. It has several conditions associated with it. The first condition is that they have to submit plans, and the plans are reviewed also by the planning board's consultants, so they have to be to the satisfaction of them. The other conditions relate to the private roadway maintenance agreement. I have reviewed a draft, I've provided comments to the applicant. That just needs to be finalized and signed and recorded for the county clerk's office. There's some other fairly standard conditions, including getting all the outside agency permits, like the planning board's consulting engineer said. They have to limit the tree clearing on the site between November 1st and March 31st as a mitigation for Indiana and other protected bat species. They have to get coverage under the Speedy's general permit. They also have to finalize the offering of parcel A, which is shown on the plat, to the County of Orange, or through OSI. I'm not sure exactly how all of that is going to work in terms of, because I believe that OSI currently owns the property, but eventually the rail property, the rail trail property. But eventually it's going to the county. But that's part of the conditions of the approval, because that's an area that's shown for dedication. They have an option in connection with the recreation fees. They could just pay them. They're $3,000 per lot. There's 3 new lots effectively that are being created because someone could build a house out there now. So the way it's calculated is it's not 4 times the recreation fees, it's 3 times the recreation fee. Or alternatively, the applicant can make a request to the town board, which seems reasonable in my opinion, but my opinion doesn't count, that the town board waive the recreation fees given the substantial dedication that's being made here for an improvement to a recreational facility that's going to be available to residents of the town of Cornwall and many others.
And that should be pointed out, that's an extension of the county rail trail, which is really actually pretty exciting.
And then the other conditions are all fairly standard.
Very good. And Dominic, thank you for taking the time to prepare the resolution. I know we've been dealing with this project for a little time, and it's good to get this stuff done before the end of the year.
It is so nice for you to say so. I must say, like in my other boards that I represent, I don't get comments like that, so.
I better look at the minutes of these other meetings.
Well, it's the Christmas season.
Well, I sincerely mean it. It's really great. But with that, comments of the board. Steve?
No comment.
No comment.
I didn't ask you.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody?
No comment.
Bill?
I feel very comfortable with the resolution and the conditions.
Very good, thank you. And Glenn?
No comment.
No, I do not have a prepared neg deck, do I? Or
Yes,
Yes,
you do.
yes, yes, we do.
where is it?
It was submitted as part of the packet, but I'm not sure that it was printed for today.
It was printed because I didn't print my own, so
No,
it was what Diane printed for everyone.
The resolution.
my apologies.
No, the, like that.
Yeah.
It's just stapled
Oh,
together
okay.
with my review.
Oh, it's stapled together with the
That's what
resolution?
it is.
Yes,
No,
that's-
with my review letter.
Oh. Okay, regardless, we can vote on it.
And she even printed out my resolutions.
Right. With that, I'll ask for a motion. We first have to approve a neg deck.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, with Bill Grade absent. I will have to find that so I can sign it. And second, I'll ask for a motion for the resolution approving for the subdivision.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
By unanimous consent.
Great, thank you very much. Have a great evening. Take care.
We've got to get to the paperwork. Hold on 1 second. Oops. with that, we have the Lands of Shop. John?
Good evening. My name is Larry Marshall from McCurdy Marshall and Marshall, here on behalf of the Shaw subdivision. I apologize, I have not been here at present for any of the prior meetings, so I'm kind of walking into this a little bit blind. But I have been brought up to speed as regarding the status of the project. It is a 2-lot subdivision. Extensive history on Waterview Terrace. This evening, I did get a chance to take a look at the comments from the town engineer. We take no exception to any of them. We'd be happy to revise the plans accordingly.
Okay, thank you very much. Another succinct presentation. Okay, Kristen?
Well, this is a 2-lot subdivision of a 5-acre parcel for one additional single-family home. One is currently under construction on the site. This is SR1 zoning. The applicant made all of the requested revisions that I had asked for in last month's review letter. This is an unlisted action under seeker, and we did prepare another draft negative declaration for your consideration.
Very good, thank you, Kristen. Sean?
Sure, so I had a couple minor requests for the applicant to evaluate with regards to the sewer connections for the proposed lot 2. Very minor that I would take no exception of the board, adding them as a condition of approval to their resolution for their review this evening. The applicant did prepare a revised stormwater pollution prevention plan, which our office takes no exception to.
Dominic, were those Sean's recommendations incorporated into the resolution?
We do have a statement that says that the applicant shall make any required revisions to the subdivision plat to the satisfaction of the planning board engineer, the planning board planner, and the planning board attorney.
Perfect. Very good. We've been around in 1777 when they were doing that other document. Good corrections. Steve, you have comments?
No comment.
John?
No comments.
Mary Beth?
No comments.
Bill?
No.
No comment. With that, I'll ask for a motion for neg deck.
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion for approval of the subdivision, Lands of Shop.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm gonna do my paperwork now. Okay. John, I have 2 resolutions for you to take back. If I can find the,
Thank
do
you.
you have the,
I do have one.
the 2? Okay. Oh, good, thank you.
Very good.
Thank you. Shoulders, everyone will excuse me once. Oh, I didn't have to sign this. You have to say when the adoption is? December 4th?
4.
That one? This is very impressive. Okay, board, I don't, do I have any other matters? We clarified the role of the planning board with regard to the public hearing. We have a meeting in early January, and this is breathtaking, how rapidly we've concluded this meeting. But does anyone else have any issues, any questions, any comments going around the board?
Wishing everyone a happy holiday.
That is just lovely. For the record, the board wishes the town of Cornwall happy holidays too. Thank you very much. Okay, with that, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.